Welcome to Key Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. That night, the atmosphere in the room felt so warm, lit only by a dim bedside lamp and a few soft rays coming through the window. Taehyung sat casually at the edge of the bed, with a small smile that already hinted something fun was about to happen. He grabbed his phone and played a random pop song. Without realizing it, his body started moving along with the rhythm. His deep, unique voice immediately filled the room. Taehyung sang playfully, sometimes purposely skipping the high notes just to sound funny. In the middle of singing, he suddenly stood up and spun around like a child who had just found a new toy. A little laugh escaped his lips, making the scene even more adorable. His slightly messy hair bounced from side to side, adding a natural charm as if he didn't care at all about appearances. Then Taehyung raised both hands and danced in a way that was hard to describe, somewhere between silly and energetic. At one point, he closed his eyes while singing, then suddenly opened them wide as if he were performing on a grand stage. The room, usually quiet, instantly transformed into a mini concert hall with Taehyung as the only shining star. He smiled to himself, realizing how ridiculous his antics were. But that was exactly what made him so pure and entertaining. He picked up a pillow nearby and turned it into a microphone. Singing with full expression, he even bowed as though greeting an imaginary audience. Not stopping there, he hopped lightly on the carpet. The movement looked clumsy but was so funny, making the moment even livelier. When the chorus came, he imitated idol-like stage gestures with exaggerated expressions. Instead of looking serious, it made him laugh out loud. That genuine smile was contagious. Anyone watching would either laugh along or at least grin. He leaned close to the mirror, singing while making silly faces. His own reflection only made him laugh harder. A few seconds later, Taehyung pretended to be out of breath, collapsing onto the bed before bursting into laughter while holding his stomach. But not long after, he bounced back with new energy, like a battery that never runs out. This time, he danced more joyfully, spinning around several times until he nearly lost balance. A spontaneous laugh slipped out when he almost fell, but he caught himself just in time while still keeping the rhythm. The moment showed another side of Taehyung, not just a charismatic idol on stage, but also a playful man enjoying his own private space. There was warmth in seeing him so free, as if every burden of the world vanished inside his little room. Every simple move, from clapping his hands to stomping his feet, carried an unexplainable positive energy. He even barked once, imitating his dog, then cracked up at how ridiculous his voice sounded. After singing and dancing to his heart's content, Taehyung finally lay back on the bed, slightly out of breath, but still wearing the widest smile. He whispered softly, "That was so fun," as if speaking to himself, or maybe to the fans always in his heart. Though simple, the moment felt priceless. A tiny glimpse of genuine happiness from a global superstar. And for us imagining it, that funny and adorable scene becomes a sweet gift. Seeing Taehyung not only as an idol, but also as a joyful human filled with love,